Alright, let's see if something can go right tonight. Hi all, welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas, and today I'm doing something pretty low-key because unfortunately my depression has really started acting up today. I really wasn't sure I was going to be able to film at all, but I decided to try to take stock of how I was doing and try to do a little bit of self-care, and I figured I'd bring you guys along with me and show you my nighttime routine. It's not quite bedtime yet, it's only about 6 o'clock, but I just wanted to relax and do some skincare and get into pajamas. I'm in my Snoopy Christmas shirt, I have my cat headband on, and just kind of mellow out. I still have some work to do tonight still. I'm going to be doing some writing for a friend, but this way I'll have done it after having relaxed. First step of relaxing is to start my electric kettle for some tea. You can see it over there in the corner glowing blue. I actually put it right next to my bedside, and that way when I wake up in the morning I can just immediately turn on the kettle and have some tea in the morning. I found it's a good thing to do, especially if I'm feeling depressed and don't want to get out of bed. It's a lot more appealing getting out of bed if you have a hot mug of tea. Also, I feel like it's fair to say I do not keep up with this kind of nightly routine every single night. I'm trying to, but a lot of times when I'm depressed, this kind of stuff just falls by the wayside. So I thought I would bring you guys along also because it will hold me accountable and make me actually do these things. I've also got my Bath & Body Works Twisted Peppermint Candle lit, which is my absolute favorite holiday scent. I love it so much because it's not as medicinal or as overly sweet as a lot of other peppermint candles are. I love peppermint, I love cinnamon, I love a lot of the really basic Christmas scents, but the Twisted Peppermint is just my favorite, so I have that going. Didn't think this through, now we're gonna hear the kettle kind of bubbling the whole time, but hopefully you don't mind. I love that sound. The first thing I did after getting in pajamas was wash my face. I didn't take you guys into the bathroom because our bathroom fan is just so loud. And normally I use e.l.f. cleansers or Lush cleansers, but lately what I've been using, and I hate how much I love this because it is way too expensive, I feel like at least for what I can afford. But for my birthday this year, I got at Sephora, I got their Drunk Elephant little skincare kit. And now I've fallen in love and I hate it. But what I've been using for my face wash is from that. It's the Best No. 9 Jelly Cleanser. And this thing is almost gone. I have been trying so hard to use the very minimal amount so it'll last, but I adore this. I have really, really severely dry skin and very sensitive skin. It kind of will react to almost anything. But I have this perpetual kind of I think it's eczema or something like that patch on my cheek that gets more and more severe. Sometimes it'll fade, never really goes away fully. This is a pretty mellow time right now. It's barely there, but when it gets at its worst, it's red and scaly. It doesn't hurt or itch or burn or anything. It's not pimples. It's just these red scaly dry skin will form in this perfect circle, and I can't put makeup over it. I can't really do anything with it. And using this has almost completely gotten rid of it. Just a couple days after, it would start to fade to where it would be almost completely gone, or at least not textured enough that I could actually put makeup over it and that would work. And it's very moisturizing. It doesn't strip me at all. I don't react to it at all. I love it so much. They're cruelty free. I'm probably gonna end up breaking down and trying to save up to just buy their stuff, but I don't know if I can justify it. But oh, I love it so much. It's so frustrating. My skin feels almost like it's been moisturized just from washing it. That is normally not how my skin reacts at all. The next thing I do, and this has also helped a lot with this, I've noticed a really big difference. If I skip on this for a couple of days, I notice it coming back stronger, is I use e.l.f.'s Keep Your Balance toner. Ah, my light is right on that. And it's been really great. It does help with the dryness of my skin as well, but the main thing I've noticed is it really helps tone this down a little bit. I feel like it also calms, you can see, my nose gets very red. I get red all along here. I just have a lot of discoloration with that. And how I use this now, I just got these recently because I was tired of buying cotton pads and throwing them away constantly. I got these terry cloth washable pads, and I've been really liking them so far. I also like the way this smells. It doesn't have a very intense aroma. I like that a lot. Just rub that gently on my face. I really try to focus it first and foremost on this cheek because that's the main thing I've noticed a big difference with. The next thing I plop on is my e.l.f. Illuminating Eye Cream. And I like it. It's just very thick and it's kind of cooling, and it just feels good to just apply, especially when you're tired and worn out. I kind of use it as an excuse to kind of massage under my eye a little bit too. I'm mainly patting. I know you're supposed to pat. I'm not great about just patting with a ring finger and stuff, but I kind of, when I'm feeling really overwhelmed and stressed out, I like to just kind of massage under my eye too, and kind of massage my temples and just relax a little bit. And my kettle just finished, so time for tea. What I'm having tonight, since I am pretty bummed, is just the Twinings Pure Chamomile. It's nice and simple, and I'm having it in my Luke Steiner mug because nothing says comfort like Gilmore Girls. See, everything's better now. Alright, next up, and again, this is something else I got in my Drunk Elephant kit, and I hate how much I love it, but it's their Proteini Polypeptide Cream. And this I'm also trying to use so sparingly so it lasts as long as possible. It's so thick. I love it. This you can add to moisturizers or other products or things if you want to. I've just been putting it on straight on its own afterwards. It feels so great, and I swear, like, I tend to not believe people when they say they notice like a massive difference in their overall skin after a couple of days. But with this, I just feel like, seriously, within 2 or 3 days of starting using it, I didn't even recognize myself. I looked like I had just been getting so much more sleep and like I was just rested and healthier. Like my skin just looked like brighter and tighter. It was a lot clearer. I didn't have nearly as many bags. It basically just makes me look completely awake the whole time, and like I've just been like completely energetic and for like a great run and just bouncy and glowy. Like it's crazy. I don't understand why it works so well for me, but it does. And again, I hate that it does, but I keep telling myself I would like skip it for a few days and be like, no, it probably wasn't that. You probably just are actually sleeping well or something, or you are just taking care of yourself really, really well, or maybe it's the other moisturizers. So I'd quit for 2 or 3 days, do everything else the same, and I'd notice that like my skin was sagging more, or just looked duller, or it was more redness was popping up, or this would be acting up more. And I'd use it again, and it would be fixed within 2 days. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I hate it. Like, oh, I wish they weren't so expensive, but they really seem to work, and I've had a very hard time finding anything that works. So it is dangerous trying free things at Sephora because you might fall in love with something that you do not want to buy. And normally for my like final moisturizer, I love using this e.l.f. Hello Hydration face cream. It's so thick. It is fantastic. Like it didn't fix this for me, which I was really hoping it would. I actually talked to a salesperson at e.l.f. and they recommended it for this. It didn't do very much for that, but my overall skin in general, it hydrated my skin so much more than any other moisturizer has so far, and it just made my skin feel a lot smoother, a lot softer. It was easier to apply makeup. It wasn't super easy. Like I have a hard time applying foundation on my skin because it's so dry. It ends up just flaking off no matter what kind of like foundation I use. It's so annoying. But this made it go on better, not perfect, but better. I really love this. But I can't use it tonight because I have completely cleaned it out. Like I have cleaned it out to the point that like I scraped the lid trying to get every last drop out of this. And I need to buy more, but I'm trying my best to like use up all my like half-finished jars of moisturizer, because before I found this, I was going through a bunch of different things. I'm like, okay, does this work for me? Does this work for me? And nothing did, but I hated throwing anything out, so I kept keeping it as backup. I'm trying to just like plow through all my other stuff, but I miss it and I want it right now. The one I'm working through at the moment is my e.l.f. Nourishing Night Cream, which is okay. I like this. It's not amazing. I think if you don't have really severely dry skin, it would be very good for you, but it's just not quite enough for my skin. I like it. I actually use it sometimes just as a daily moisturizer because it's a little more intense than a standard daily moisturizer, but it's not quite as thick and intense as I need for a night cream, unfortunately. I always try to get my neck to at minimum just because it feels good. See, I feel like that's showing up more. Like the more I touch my skin, it'll like start showing up, but it's still not like the red scaly. It's just like this very bright pink patch. It's very annoying. I went to a dermatologist for it once and she didn't actually tell me what it was. She just prescribed me with something that ended up being $400. So I kind of didn't do that. So I guess Drunk Elephant is cheaper than a $400 prescription at least, but I hate being broke. And the last thing I normally do for my skincare at night, I usually save this for after I brush my teeth, but since it's so early at night, I haven't even had dinner yet, so I'm obviously doing that later. But I just feel like it right now. My lips have been super dry. I'm getting over a cold, so I'm drier than normal. Is Lush's Mint Juleps Lip Scrub. I love this so much. I have very scaly, dry lips all the time, and this makes such a massive difference. I pretty much couldn't wear lipstick before, and when I do this, I can. Plus, it's just like mint flavored sugar, so who doesn't love putting that on their mouth? And then it's great because anything that's still on your lips after you've rubbed and after you've exfoliated, you can just lick off. I actually have the chocolate one too, and I like mixing them together so it kind of tastes like a York peppermint patty or a thin mint on your lips. It's so good. Alright, so that's my usual evening skincare routine. But since it's Vlogmas, we still have one happy thing left, so let me grab my Harry Potter advent calendar. I do want to be at Hogwarts. I do. Please take me. All right, today is day 3, so I have to locate it real quick. Ooh, right here at the bottom. Ah, so excited. I hope it's something Slytherin. I need some Slytherin today. Okay, I feel like this is just the depression continuing because my box is empty. That just figures. And I'm not blaming it on this. I'm assuming what happened, as I said in my earlier Vlogmas videos, they were really rough on this in the shipping. So some of the compartments were a little bit open and some of the stuff inside has clearly shuffled around. In my first Vlogmas video, which I have in my Vlogmas playlist, I had 2 loose stickers. I just had the Ravenclaw and Gryffindor stickers had kind of shuffled around and landed in front of my day 1. And this looks about the size to fit 4 stickers, and I can feel around. I don't feel them there, but I'm assuming what happened is the Slytherin and Hufflepuff stickers are wandering around Hogwarts. So yeah, that's a little bit of a letdown. But I guess that means a day in the future I'll have extra stuff. Gonna try to look at that in a good way. At least it's on brand with the depression. You go to open the one thing you think is gonna make you happy and it's just emptiness. Just a void, like everything else, am I right? All right, well, I think it's time to have my tea. I think I'm gonna heat up some pizza for dinner because, I mean, if you can't have Harry Potter, pizza might fix things. And maybe I'll put Harry Potter on the TV, or Gilmore Girls. My Luke Smug might call for it. It's been fun hanging out with you guys, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another video, hopefully one that's a little more energetic and perky. Until then, Merry Christmas, be well, and be happy. And may all your advent calendars not have empty slots.